Oh, we forgot to erase this. Actually, I probably could just go. Grammar, page 151, we're talking about adjectives. In week 3, you learned that an adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. Often 2 or more adjectives come before a noun. Do you mind putting your book like in the middle so she can see? That'd be awesome. Week 25, you learned, that was last week, that adjectives are coordinate. Remember how we talked about, can you reverse the order? And can you put and in between? Those were coordinate adjectives. If each adjective independently describes the noun that it follows. Because the order of the coordinate adjectives is not important, the adjectives are separated with a comma. Now we're going to learn about adjectives that are cumulative. If the first adjective describes the second adjective and the noun that it follows, that's what cumulative is. Cumulative adjectives follow this specific order: quantity, opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, and purpose. So what I want you to do is just turn the page. That's Paisley. At least she wasn't like too fast this time, but I know last time I was like, okay. Turn the page really quick to 152. I'm going to actually show you a video from Khan Academy. Do you guys know about Khan Academy? You heard of it before? It's basically a YouTube guy that does academic videos, especially on grammar. This particular one I'm going to show you. So look at this chart right here. And next to where it says quantity, inside that little box right there, I want you to put the word determiner. Let me show you where. Yeah, it's kind of, you're gonna have to write
Next
tiny.
to quantity?
Next to quantity. Right here, that very first box that says quantity. Right next to it, squeeze it in. Determiner. And then what I want you to do is circle the D in determiner. I know it's tiny. There's a reason. And then under that, you see opinion. You guys see that? Circle the O in opinion. Under that is size. Circle the S in size. You get it. Circle all the first letters. So A in age, S in shape, C in color, O origin, and material, P purpose. So if you look at all the letters going down on the outside of that chart, I want you to write do, ses, comp next to all those letters. You know what I mean? So like the D is for determiner, O is opinion, S shape, A. Get it? So next to those words, write the word dosiscomp in all caps going down the side of that chart. Does that make sense? Hey, Paisley. Can you make it through there? Okay. We're on page 152 at the moment.
I couldn't let you know.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay, we'll just sit there for a second. Do you need anything? I guess you got your,
No.
pretty nice. Okay. Dosiscomp, you probably noticed that each one of those letters that stands for each one of these types of words here, these categories, that spells dosiscomp. It's a made-up word. It was kind of like fanboys, you know, it's a word that we use to help us remember what these are. So now I'm going to show you a video. Let me pull it up really quick though, because just going to have to hold up the computer so you can see it. This is the best way to describe this. Okay. Full screen.
If you're a native English speaker, the phrase French old white house might seem a little weird to you. If you're not a native English speaker, it might not. And this is something that I didn't really know about before I started preparing to teach this course, is that there is a specific order that adjectives go in English. This is something that I think we just pick up as English speakers. But if you didn't grow up speaking English, it gets a little tricky sometimes. So the question is, in order to make this seem right, what order do you put these adjectives in?
There we go. Oh,
I'm as near about as I can reckon it. Making this into
that's not very loud.
the old white French house.
On the video itself.
Because there is an order and it goes like this.
It seems like it's all the
Determiner,
way up. Yeah, it's all the way up.
opinion, size, age, shape, color, origin, material, purpose. Or for short, dosascomp. Dosascomp. Oh, okay. That's actually kind of a thing. So a dosa is a South Indian flatbread, and scomp, I'm gonna say, is a word for eating. It's not a word, that's a made-up word, but dosascomp. It sounds like scarf to me. Or chomp. And both of those are verbs that can denote eating, as well as scarf being a garment. So, dosascomp. I just want you to imagine sitting down to a delicious South Indian meal and scomping on some dosas. So, dosascomp. Determiner, and that's words like the or an. Opinion, this is, when you're describing something, there are certain descriptors that not everyone would agree with. So if you're looking at a piece of black metal, everyone will be able to agree that it is black. But if you think it's cool looking or ugly looking, anything that anyone could conceivably disagree about, that's an opinion. So, cool, for example, that would be an opinion. Size, so the cool, big, old, square, black. An origin usually can be, where it's from. So let's say Texan, and then, okay, so we have material, so let's say leather, because leather can be black, and then purpose. This is sort of where we would use what's called a participle or a gerundive to determine what the thing is for. So if we were talking about, I don't know, a lawnmower that you ride around on, right? That's called a riding mower. Right, and the last thing here is the thing itself. So we're looking at, okay, so this thing is the cool, big, old, square, black Texan leather riding mower. But frankly, in most normal English sentences, you're probably never going to use more than 3 adjectives to describe a given thing, like old white French house. Now, sometimes you might find yourself using more than one adjective that fits into the same category. So you might say the exciting, unparalleled green dragon. And you'll notice I put a comma there because when you use 2 adjectives from the same category, so 2 opinions, the exciting and unparalleled, you want to separate them with a comma. But generally, if you're just scooting down the dosascomp, old white French house, you don't need to separate these non-coordinate adjectives from each other. And we'll get more into commas in the punctuation section. But for now, all you need to remember is dosascomp. And if you've never had a dosa, I strongly urge you to look up recipes online, go to a South Indian restaurant, and make and eat this delicious food. And then you're just going to scomp on some dosas. So determiner, opinion, size, age, dosa, shape, color, origin, material, purpose, and then the thing. That's the order that adjectives go in English. Why is this? I have no idea. Sometimes language can be really... the word I tend to use is arbitrary. You can call it random if you like. This is just the way that we've arrived at this order is just basically through random chance and convention, and what seems to sound right. And what sounds right for English isn't always what sounds right for other languages. For example, the way we're using adjectives here, we're always putting them to the left of whatever they modify. The exciting, paralleled green dragon. It's all to the left. It's all old white French house. It's all, on this one side of it. And other languages don't do that necessarily. So when you're trying to just throw a bunch of adjectives together on the left side of a noun, this is the order. Just remember dosaskamp. And that's how adjective order works in English. You can learn anything, David out.
Okay, that was it. Yeah, weird way to remember that, but hey, it works. So looking back at that chart again here, it says these are all examples of each of those categories. It just depends on how we list it when you're describing a noun. So it says cumulative adjectives build on each other. Robin was a skilled English archer. He practiced with several proficient young men. If someone said he practiced with young, proficient, several men, that sounds weird, right? And it's weird how it's just naturally that way for us. I didn't know until I was in college that there was an actual order of how we're supposed to do it. I've always, when we're speaking, we naturally do this order. So yeah, it is weird. Your ear will tell you that it was wrong. That is why these tests work. We have been trained to hear and say adjectives in a certain order. And if you try to rearrange the order of the adjectives, it sounds awkward. Robin was a skilled English archer. Skilled comes before English because opinion comes before origin. So skilled is an opinion. And then English is the origin. He practiced with several proficient young men. Quantity is several, comes before opinion, proficient, and then comes before age, young. They shot long wooden arrows. Size comes before material. They aimed at a circular bullseye target. Shape comes before purpose. So if you can remember dosaskamp, that'll help you remember the order of how these adjectives should go. Go back to page 151. There are some comma rules here that it's going to talk about. It says basically where the comma is crossed out, do not use a comma to separate cumulative adjectives. Two tests help determine whether the adjectives before a noun are coordinate or cumulative. Can you reverse the order? Can you put and in between? If you answer yes, they're coordinate. If you answer no, they're cumulative. And remember, cumulative is dosaskamp. Okay, that means if you think of a cumulative test you have to take, it's like a test from the beginning of the year all the way till where you are now. So cumulative just means like the order of how things go, the order. That's dosaskamp. Hopefully this makes sense. I think it will the more you practice it. But look at this example in the middle of the page. They entered the immense green forest. So the two adjectives are immense and green. They describe forest. Are they coordinate? Do they need a comma? So can you reverse the order? Can you say the green immense forest? That sounds weird. The green immense forest sounds weird. So no, that means they're cumulative. And it says add and in between. That also sounded weird. So it should be they entered the immense green forest. Immense and green are cumulative and are not separated with a comma. Marion, I'm at the very bottom, was a brave young maiden. Brave is opinion, young is age. So there you go. It's a dosaskamp. And you don't need a comma if it's a dosaskamp, if it's in a certain order. All right, let's go to the practice page. Unless anybody has any questions. I know you just love grammar. You're just so excited. You just need to calm down, okay? Just calm down. Just calm down.
But I borrowed.
Yes, there should be one back there. Or do you have one for her?
Thank you.
Anybody feel like reading the sentence?
I will.
Okay, Victoria, I saw your hand go like slowly.
Robin instructed Will Stutley to make a target from smooth white bark, which measured 4 fingers in height and 5 fingers in width.
It's another weird sentence, huh?
Fingers? Yeah.
Fingers,
These fingers?
I guess so.
Which fingers?
The bark, which fingers? That's true. If you do these, yeah, I don't know. If you do your thumbs, that is weird. Okay.
Long fingers and short fingers. I see it.
Or if you're a kid, or if you're just a big dude, like a football player. Whose fingers? Okay. Instructed just means to give orders or directions, you know that, so check vocabulary, go ahead and find the article. And then I'll start with you, Olivia. I was hoping Serena would come just to see what she would do, because it's like weird that you're sitting here.
Yeah, you're never in the chair.
Never, ever. So, anyway,
Okay, nouns,
nouns,
Robin,
yes,
target,
yes,
smooth,
yes. Oh, no, not smooth.
No,
That's an
smooth.
adjective, actually. So, Robin, target,
white,
no,
wait,
that's an adjective too.
bark,
Bark, yes.
four.
No, that's another adjective.
Fingers.
Fingers, that's 5.
Fingers,
Height.
Height,
Fingers again.
yes.
And then width.
Width,
Wait, how many is that one?
1.
Measure.
Two.
7, I need one more, is it?
Okay, yes.
Will. It is measure? Will is a name.
Will, and it's Stutely, I think is how you say his last name, but that's his name, so you're gonna put a bracket, like
Okay.
both Will and Stutely is his first and last name, so that's a noun. Mm-hmm. That was hard. 8 nouns, that was a lot. Okay, adjectives?
So smooth.
Smooth, yeah.
White. Would it be measured?
No, that's gonna be a verb. How many tells adjective?
So 4,
4
5,
and 5. But 4 and 5, we need to fix those. What do we need to do, Oliver?
right? You usually into words.
Into words, good. So go ahead and write out 4 and write out 5, and those are both adjectives. Did you finish already, Oliver, back there?
No.
Okay. Victoria, what's the coordinated conjunction? Coordinating.
And between height and 5.
Yes, and
I keep putting.
prepositional phrase, can you find it, Mia?
To make a target.
To, hold on. Actually, you know what? I get caught up on that too. It's because make could be a verb, but to make, remember
From.
infinitive? Yeah, so not to make,
From.
yes. From,
Wide bark.
yes, from smooth white bark is 1, underline that.
Wait, I missed one.
In- In height,
And width.
in width, good job. Nice.
Oh,
I
no.
would have got stuck on to make too, that's always a tricky one.
Okay.
It's not to make because make is a verb, but to make is makes it an infinitive, so that changes it. Who, which clause, Paisley?
Which measures in 4 fingers in height.
All the way to the end, actually, all the way to width, yeah. So which, all the way to width is the who, which, so W/W on that. Main clause, Asia, do you know where the main clause is?
Wait, does it all do that?
Astutely, keep going, keep going. Yes. All the way from Robin to Bark is in brackets for a main clause. All right, and then we have the subject verb pairs. So Oliver, how about the verbs? Start with those first.
Instructed,
Yes,
measure.
yes.
And make.
No, because it's an infinitive. It has 2 next to it. It's just gonna be instructed and measured. Those are the only 2.
What was the coordinating conjunction?
That one was and.
Right before 5.
Subjects, Miles?
Robin,
Yes,
which?
yes, good.
And
Those 2.
also, aren't we going to take out this comma after smooth?
After smooth, yes, we are. Do you know why?
Because the brackets around it have to stop after a period or a comma.
Okay, are you talking about the comma after, wait, after
Smooth.
bark?
No, just smooth.
Because the bracket goes all the way to bark. Is that what you
Yeah.
have? Oh, okay. It's because those are cumulative. Smooth tells Wait, hold on. Smooth, I'm looking at Dosa's comp.
Those colors have to come, or it has to be.
Obviously, white is color.
Yeah. Might be like we have to fix it. Like one of those.
Hold on, I'm confusing myself. Hang on. Sorry. These commas, they drive me nuts. Cumulative. Opinion and age. You don't need a comma between cumulative. Smooth, I think, is an opinion. An opinion and then a color, so you don't need a comma between smooth and white. It doesn't have to do with the brackets though, Miles. I think you were on the right track, but I think it's about how they're listed there, smooth and then white. So take out that comma, but we need to do the opener next. So Ellie, or did I skip you, Miles?
You did
the
subject.
You did the subject. Okay.
I think what do I want? I think it's subject.
Yes, subject opener, which is number 1. Good. Indent, just put a paragraph symbol. 3 capitals.
Robin, Will, and Stutley.
Yes. Yeah, go for it. We already did the comma rule, end mark is a period. And we already fixed the numbers, so I think we're done. Yeah, those adjectives, the test is, can you reverse them and can you put and in between and then dosa scomp? So there's 2 different types of tests to do. So it'll get easier the more you practice that. Oh, how many pages? What did I get on here? It's a tape. Oh, okay. Go ahead and get your binders out. Amelia Earhart. I kept saying Earnhardt because there's Dale Earnhardt. I was like, why am I saying Earnhardt? How do I know that name? That's a NASCAR driver. Just in case anybody.
He's a big fan now.
No, but my brother is. Maybe it's from him. We'll blame him. I'm the youngest, actually. Yeah, I have 2 big brothers.
I'm the
2.
oldest.
There's 3 of us. I have 2 big brothers. They're like, my biggest brother is exactly 11 years older than me. We had the same birthday, 11 years apart. Isn't that weird? Yeah. 11. So my big brother, my oldest brother, is 11 years older than me.
Whoa.
And we were born on the same day.
Awesome.
It is kind of cool.
That.
We didn't like it when we were younger, but now
What's your
we're like
mom do?
best friends.
We're like,
No,
wow.
nope, just happened to be 11 years later.
On that same day.
Crazy.
Same time.
I don't know about that.
Probably not.
Like of the day.
Wouldn't that be creepy, huh?
Not the exact.
But I
time
felt
of the
bad
day.
for my brother because he was 11. Is anybody 11 in here? You guys are older than that. Huh?
Yeah, we were 11.
I'm 7. Wait,
The other class, never mind. But anyway, can you imagine
Ellie's
being
11.
11 and coming home from school and like nobody's at home? Cause that was, he would walk home from school and he's like,
then nobody's
Uh-huh.
home and.
yeah. He's like, it's my birthday and nobody's even home and where is everybody?
He's like, they're not even celebrating me, they're celebrating the new baby.
Uh-huh.
Ugh.
At 11 years old, plus he was a boy and I was a girl and he's like,
In my family, the oldest.
but now we're like best friends, so it's cool.
Audience are going to say.
What
The
did you say?
oldest and the youngest are 16 years apart.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For us, it's like 14, 15, 14 years.
Apart?
14.
Wow,
Me
that's a
and
big
Elijah.
gap too, yeah.
But we have like 6 kids, so we, I mean.
We have
Yeah.
kids.
Oh.
I know what you mean, siblings, yeah. Okay, you guys worked on early life and accomplishments, so get out your keyword outlines. I know I had you just do the top part up here. I tried to leave this. So okay, did everybody get a chance to finish this?
Yeah.
Yay!
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Didn't.
I forgot there was a D. So I didn't.
Was there a D? There was a D.
Cause I just was like, oh, well, we're not doing the fused outline, so.
Yeah, you do need a D.
So then I just opened it like this.
But also,
And I
also
did
today, for the
that.
first two paragraphs, I just practically did
fusing
all
it.
her early life and tiny bit of her.
We're
book,
fusing
last
it.
part.
Yeah, I just had it like.
All
this.
right, so here's what we're gonna do really quick. With the person that's next to you, so like Asia and Oliver, Miles and Ellie, you two and you three. Just take turns telling what you guys put under A, B, C, and D. If you didn't do D, they can help you know what to put for D, okay? Right? So just take turns sharing what you guys have for your main part of your keyword outline.
Fine, I just think.
Does that make sense? Just decide who goes first and
Where she was born.
there you go. Start sharing. Asia, do
What
you have
she did
yours?
between there, like basketball.
Yeah.
Where she went to college and then who she married.
Go ahead and lay your binder down now.
All her.
I wasn't here last
So,
week.
all of my roles, but I did her like this.
Oh, hold on, you're
It
not
had-
holding it right.
She got married?
Yeah, she got married to a guy.
I
missed
that one.
Yeah, she got married to Jordan. Put me in now to go with him for like the month.
Yeah, he's a publisher. Yeah.
And
And then for my second paragraph, I just put where she was born again. For, probably like math,
some of them
math,
have like so
German, French.
okay,
and
enough to do
And then
it. Yeah.
how her
So that I
volunteered in
had-
Canada.
Okay.
And then
Did you
got her
watch that?
pilot license and then she married Putnam and then she won
I did, however,
Putnam.
try
And
the
you
other
have a
and
Yeah,
and
Putman. And then how she won was fastest North America thing, across North America. And then actually, I'm not helping. I did.
No, just do it.
Actually,
Okay,
did
it's fine.
her maternal grant.
I'll check that out. I
Like,
haven't.
she became a
Oh,
nurse.
this
I
is
actually-
why I messed
because
up.
This was not enough to
Because I thought we were doing two things, and I just did the one paragraph, and I was looking at that, I forgot the word, like, both.
I read it, and then I did weird cutting across the neck, cut man, and then they became husband and wife, and then wife and helping and California to Mexico, and then to Spain, how she wanted Spain. And then I did how she like science, math, and school she went to college, and then her flying teacher meet us.
But she don't have your
outline.
Weird
And then her first airplane was the yellow inner airplane, she named the Canary, and then she flew from New York to Ireland. And then she went speeding out. She attended.
Yep.
What do you have? Gone.
My first one I had was born, her siblings, then she volunteered.
She was the first little woman
And then she got
to
a
reach
reader
high
trial.
altitudes.
And then she met the guy. And then the other one is, she was oh, she moved, to Iowa. And then her favorite subjects in school, and then her first ride in an airplane was in Long Beach, California.
Yeah.
And then the one with altitude record.
Long Beach, I've been there.
And then.
Bless you.
Went to a couple different places. She went like, and Iowa, Minnesota, and it's also.
Is that what you got for your
What happened to her? She was flying.
People, places, disappear.
And
then
She was
motto
first, or fastest.
volunteer was first thing July 19.
She was the fastest, just woman to extra few. Yeah, fastest woman to travel. I make like really down here.
You found mine.
All like abbreviate, probably let her be like, hello.
Okay. Did you guys notice that you pretty much have similar
Yes, we have like the same.
things? Oh, good. Okay, you guys saw that too? Oh. You didn't get a chance to do it?
No, not the
I like it, no, I did, yeah, and
Mom,
I'm.
made her rest that whole day and
Yeah,
then the day.
but I just forgot that we had the both combined.
I believe you.
Oh, I forgot.
And
Thanks.
But
I also, when I did it, cause I was like, oh, I'm just doing these, I only opened it up like that.
You guys are gonna have to do some
And
catching
so I
up.
didn't look down low, cause I was like, oh, I'm not doing
Because we're gonna move on to the next topic in a
I
second.
know what I'm doing.
after, we could totally just like.
You can get started on it, since they're still talking, so Oliver and Asia, just look at source text A for the first topic, which is early life and accomplishments. We put those together.
So now we're just each kind of making our own.
Yes, okay, so I'm gonna pause you guys just for a second.
Choose the first.
Okay, so Miles, hold on just a second, girls. So that was really good. I liked how, and you can finish as soon as I'm done talking. But what I want you to do next is the fused. And I want you to work with the same person that you were just talking to, because persons, because I want you to think of a logical order when you make this fused outline. Okay, so if you wrote about when she was born or where she was born, if that was one of the facts that you want to include, obviously that would go first. And then moving into, yeah.
She was born.
Yeah, well, some students just kind of like write it all out, and then it's like, when I go to read the paragraph, it's like, okay, we're all over the place. So think logically, born, where she was born, and then moving into her accomplishments from there. So together, go ahead and work on the fused outline and fill in, you should already have this part filled in, I think, here. But go ahead and fill in 1 through 6 with your partner, and you guys can start filling in here. So you can work together. I'm okay with that. Look for those paragraphs. So you can go ahead and finish telling her, and then you guys can.
Check, like double check all of my stuff, and make sure they're in line, if they're not in alphabetical order, and then.
So what I was saying, like, I don't have the other.
That's what they all say.
I'll put the first one to be her birthday.
I'm gonna put where she was born, her birthday.
Yeah, so what?
There you go. You guys can work on that
Yeah,
together.
as long as they're all the same.
Yeah.
So. No, that's okay.
Are you guys working on this?
July 24th, 1897, in public campus.
Dude, I just six, so I don't count as a word, you know?
Yeah.
Like. 6, 24.
See, this is what I just did for her birthday. I mean, I don't know how much is happening. What? I remember her birthday, and then I can just write down where she was born.
Oh. I'm just, wait.
Oh.
I mean, you guys don't have to make yours exactly the same, but at least like talk it through how you're gonna do it. If you guys pick a different order, that's okay. As long as it's logical, that's the main thing. Do you wanna just tell her and then she can write it down faster probably?
Okay.
I want to remember Ocean
These two. so-
What's that?
I want to remember Ocean she flew over by.
No, firstborn, no children.
There's a teenage.
You okay?
Firstborn of 2 children?
Sisters.
Okay.
Or wait, no, one sister. Yeah, one sister.
One.
You guys getting it back there? You guys can work together.
One sister.
And then fast.
Those are optional, 4 and 5, so
That's
the source text.
hockey, and then her favorite subjects were German, French, and math.
I'm just writing school.
Yeah, so
all Okay, source text love will
you're right.
Love
Early
school.
life and accomplishments, so you're just choosing.
Oh, that falls into the school category.
Just for that source.
That-
And then you're gonna go to source text B.
Oh, then
Oh,
falls into the school
For this one, does that
category.
make sense?
Okay, I'm gonna do
auto
auto repair.
It's
Oh, yes.
her early life and her accomplishments.
In 1908.
So we could do early life and
Move.
accomplishments for any.
And what did we
Early
do?
life accomplishments, early life.
I don't know.
I know you're right. No, IOA, so like source text B.
I think it's
Wait, what is the
W.
question?
What's the
What is
abbreviation for
Iowa?
Ooh. That's all right.
Just do the first 3 letters.
I think it's because IB is Idaho.
Oh, this is
Just do
how
I
I
O
think
A, and if you say it, it's like I L.
What is the abbreviation for Iowa?
Okay.
Look,
Here's
It's IA.
Okay.
Iowa, look, that says.
It's IA, girls. IA is Iowa.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
That doesn't even look like Iowa, but
Wait,
okay.
move to
Iowa, and then I'm gonna do
Iowa
auto
in
repair
in
in
1908.
So it'll help you if
you write it higher.
Only done number one.
And then I'm gonna
Okay,
do
wait, what's your
auto
one?
repair in
Her
aviator.
So her birthday. Full basketball and then.
Where's the-
Wait, what did you have for that?
So I just wrote auto repair in gas.
Just
I
do
what?
what?
I had made. She was an auto repair person in aviator.
There should actually say Amelia Earhart. I mean, you could not, you'd have to raise all that, but you.
Love schools.
No, but did you say school?
There's no, oh.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay,
From your running.
She went.
Let me see yours.
After 1908.
And then from here, just do
Auto
like.
repair in
Aviator.
And then we're hyphenated, so that's that.
Okay.
First
This is mine, where her date wants to be the little
First riding a plane.
The stick.
volunteered.
Oh,
Good.
and
she went to flight
World War
school.
One, helping injured.
You can do,
Okay, it looks good. You guys getting it?
instead of right, so.
I put
VOL for volunteer.
Yeah,
Too late.
I did.
I'm not.
And then.
Back.
World
War One, and then what else did you put?
I don't know what I'm
Canada.
Yeah, and then injured.
Canada. People. Her first ride in the plane.
Yeah, but we only have like.
Okay, her first
things.
ride, and then,
Well, we should do her marriage.
no, first ride in the plane.
Marriage.
And then,
And
she
then, no, it doesn't have that. For the
I know,
record.
but. For like flying 7 years thing.
What? Her records for like, you know, like all her.
She has records.
Those would be like her accomplishments.
Yeah, so,
But.
so I'm just.
It's a lot of
The first person to
information.
Fly from Hawaii to California and then I live
California. Yeah, like those things. But we also need to add in her
like how Amelia Earhart
plane.
Fly was missing because of COVID.
Right, right.
Probably with air lessons, like her teachers, like lessons. Okay, that was
That was
so
fun.
that kind of
Never
falls
forget
into
that.
first plane.
I'm gonna put first plane,
That's
and
fun.
then last,
Am I in your way?
California, and then lessons, and
And
then
and then.
first
Like kind
plane,
of went in like the order.
January 1921.
I
And
tried
then we'll
to do
put
that.
the kind of
So,
plane
like,
it was called, and then we'll put, what's that?
I'm confused.
It's good for one's altitude
Okay,
record.
so I'm gonna put.
And then, okay,
First. On like 4.
Are you good over there, Paisley?
I'm just gonna do first.
It's okay if you're
plane.
copying hers. I'm okay with that, because I know you're catching up. It's okay.
Yellow, long,
California.
You guys can work
And
together. It's not like a test or anything.
and then what else? So altitude.
Are you done with A?
Wait, let's get rid of
Okay, so now you're moving on to B.
Yeah.
Like once in, other than all 5.
T, D.
But you're doing just her
And
early
What
life
was the abbreviation for lessons?
and her accomplishments, right? All of that. You're just doing her early life, okay.
Okay.
Women's
Let's-
altitude, I'm thinking.
I'm going less O.
There's a-
So that.
No,
I don't have to do
I was like.
And you know what else? Cause I only opened this, I forgot the rodeo goal. Okay.
So I.
Oh.
Paragraph 1.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let's see. I guess what you could do is just do accomplishments here for D.
This one?
Yeah, and then you could,
Well,
fit-
then
then
it
you
has
could fix
one
it
word.
in here.
And I'm kind of just like, that's how high she.
Okay,
set
that's
the
fine.
women's
And then
altitude
I'm gonna
record
put-
And if you want,
she was in
yeah, you can just listen in.
All right, get rid of all you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even include in that
Oh, no.
paragraph.
Classes,
Okay.
What does that say?
Okay, the goal is to be
Classes,
done with the
travel,
fused in
Okay.
about 5 minutes. Oh, good, okay.
We're
I know
done.
you guys are catching up on this other
Sorry.
stuff, but Did you get the fuse done? And Miles? Sweet. And you, all you girls, or almost all you girls over here?
Well, and I can only do 3 too. Yeah, if there you want on your, please.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Go ahead and keep working if you're still working on those. Don't put it away yet, though. So I'm gonna go over a couple of things.
Like preschool changes, sorry.
That's okay.
Like the school changes. Oh, yeah, the school changes were going up and her sister watching the films.
I did the school.
Okay, so, just pause for a second and then your homework is gonna be to write just the first paragraph. I'm just gonna have you start there. You already have your fused. I know a couple of you have to catch up on that. You're right, you're- just Roman numeral 1, your first paragraph. And then I want you to write,
This?
that's all for paragraph 1.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yes, so you're just gonna use your fused outline to write your paragraph 1. Now you will need some transition sentences or at least some transition words. So I printed something for you guys. Hold on, where did it go? I know, right? Thank you.
Almost not find it.
No, I know. Oh, here it is. Did I give this to you already?
Nope.
Okay, good. This is a list of transition words for you to use. Notice some of them are circled. I circled those for you because basically those are prepositional openers. So you could use those as one of your checklist items. But this is to help you transition. So sometimes, hold on, girls, just a second. Because sometimes when you write a report, sometimes some of you, I'm not going to say any names, but some of you tend to just put down facts. Like, here's a fact, here's a fact, here's a fact, here's a fact. And it's like, okay, it's good stuff, but it doesn't flow. And that's the trouble because it has to flow in order to sound like.
LB, Long Beach, California.
Oh, I see.
Okay, this is
That was like
something you're just gonna keep in your
PBA.
front pocket to help you with flowing from one detail or one fact to the other. Does that make sense to you guys? So when you're looking at your fused, and maybe some of these kind of jump from where she was born to maybe
Her death?
her first, well, yeah, hopefully not that fast. Well, hopefully you're not talking about her
Might be a
death.
really short
Well,
paragraph.
she didn't, we don't know how she died, right? She disappeared. That was,
Yeah, she might
we're
say
gonna talk about that later.
Elvis.
Yeah. Right, okay, we already talked about that. But you get it, use these ideas in your sentences to help you transition between facts. The other thing I want to talk to you about is you're gonna start working. Let's see what time we got. Just kidding, no, we're not. Focus on just your first paragraph, but I do have something else to talk to you about with what's coming up. What did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys just pause on that for a minute because I want everybody to make sure you're listening. Not next week, but the week after, you're gonna write about a famous person. Now you get to pick the person,
I'm kidding, Morgan won.
but
Just kidding.
did you think I was gonna tell you we're gonna have a party or something? That's coming.
Yeah, we're kind of hoping.
But not that
Can it
soon.
be like
We
an
will.
old famous person? or
Okay,
like-
it has to be a person that's already dead.
I know.
Has to be. Because you'll notice there's a lot more information available on people who've already died. Okay, so you need to pick a famous person, could be athlete, actor, actress, singer, football player, author, scientist.
Just
Your
someone
question?
whose name is common in the.
Okay, wait, hold on, shh. Yes?
This close to death, you could see who was on.
No, leave it to you to ask that question.
What if we kill them?
No.
What if you-
Mia, guy, just got violent in here.
She's like, why don't we kill them now and then we'll get all the information in 2 weeks?
Yeah,
What
just
if
kill
you-
them all.
It has to be someone who's already gone, okay? So it could be from way back. No, not that soon.
My dad's gonna work.
Oh my gosh, yes, Asia. Who was murdered?
Yes.
Are they famous? Okay, I don't wanna know about some random person you know that was murdered. I'm talking about, okay, hold on.
The Colorado Stanford University was made.
The founder of Stanford University? You can write about that person, yes.
But not
that's
like a
fine.
new person, that's the thing.
So, because
She
if
likes
they're,
to make it hard on us. because
no,
we think
stop,
people.
oh my gosh. It has to be famous so that you can easily find information on this
Go
person.
on the website or look at books.
Yes, okay, Miles.
So I can write,
Okay.
about Tolkien.
Yes, J.R.
Oh.
Tolkien, yes, you can, that's a good one.
That's good.
Okay, I need everybody to get out a lined piece of paper, because I'm gonna have you write down some notes really quick.
Okay.
Lined piece of paper real quick. Just a line, a blank lined piece of paper. Lined piece of paper, name and date.
Victoria.
Hey, you're the one that's spinning.
And you're gonna be looking for some sources. Okay, sources means, let's just call this a historical, not hysterical, historical
Hysterical.
person of choice.
What's the date?
4:15.
That's the title?
Just, this is the title of your note page, because I'm just gonna give you some notes, so you know what to do. The first step, you need to choose a person, so be thinking of what you're interested in. If you're into sports, think about an athlete. If you're into horses, or you could look into jockeys, or, you know.
Jockeys, no.
Jockeys,
Like
no?
the
Okay.
racing thing.
I know.
Like a Western thing.
Western, the Western thing. Okay, so like, I don't know.
Wait, what
I
is
don't
that?
know. Somebody's phone. Is it mine?
No, I think it is.
Mine, no, I think.
No, it's Asia.
Yeah, Western. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but maybe
Famous
Bill
cowboy.
Nye-
famous cowboy. There you
No, the
go.
only famous cowboys are still alive.
I know.
John Wayne.
There you go.
That's an actor though, right?
What about outlaw?
Cowboy, he's famous.
Yeah, he was dead.
Dead.
So you could write about him, but I would Google famous cowboys in history, and I bet you can find somebody. Yes.
Do we have to start it this week or start researching them?
You're just gonna actually pick a person. So one, pick a person.
That's choice.
Two, you need to have, how many sources? Before I say it, let me double check.
You think?
I don't know if it's 3 or 4. Hold on.
I think it's 3.
It's
Have you done this
27
one
actually.
before?
No, but I might have looked ahead.
I agree. It's actually
You might have looked
27.
ahead.
For you,
Excited
that's only
for the
2
next
for me.
one.
It is 3. Okay, there you go. You might have been excited for the next one.
Just like.
Find 3 sources. Sources are, what are some possible sources to find information? Where can you find information? Yes.
Biography?
A biography, like
No.
online?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or in a library.
School, series.
Or a book?
I was gonna say you have a
Web
very
versions.
whole issue in here.
Yeah.
Do I have a grammatical issue?
Yeah.
What is
Put a
it?
number.
Huh? Oh,
Oh.
these are notes. It doesn't count.
That's what they all
Marty
say.
says. Oh my gosh. Very sarcastic today. Oh my gosh. Yes, Asia.
Always sarcastic.
Say it one more
Can you
time.
listen to our podcast?
Not this time, not this time. In the future, yes, but you need to have actually hard physical sources. So here's your, I'm just gonna make a list here. Book, you have to have, I'm just gonna put half. That's terrible grammar. Must have. I was gonna say have to have.
English teacher
Must
worry about
have
that.
One,
Tell me
at
that,
least
girl.
one. If you find 2 books, that's fine. And then the other 2 can be from online. So you need a website or article.
What's the least amount of work we can do?
Oh my gosh, Asia. Everybody's thinking it, but just don't say it, all right?
Website or to vote?
Can we get one book limit?
I said old.
Must have.
Go to library.
Website or article, yes, you have to go to the library, or if you have a book at home, that's why I'm telling you now, so that you have the whole week to tell your parents, make sure you tell them sooner than later that you need to get a book from the library, Milesburg.
I have Lord of the Rings, or it's like a dictionary of Tolkien, and in the beginning, it's like his life.
That would work, yeah, but you were about to say Lord of the Rings, and that would be actually
Tolkien.
one of his
But
pieces, so you wouldn't use that as a research paper, but the other one, yes, you can, yes.
What if we don't have the book at the library? What if we had to like look online for the book? Then you.
Or we had
can
to
online
also
request
It would have to,
from the
you'd have to
library.
purchase the book then.
Or you
What if
could
the book
request
is
from.
almost
Don't you have to
$200?
purchase a book from the library?
Are you
anyway?
just making up stuff back there, Oliver?
No.
Well, don't
Pick
you
a
have to-
different person.
Don't you have to
No.
purchase something?
I don't want
from
you
the
to
library?
spend $200.
Borrow it?
What?
All right, here's some ideas on websites. Go ahead and write this
I
down.
have one. I get it for you.
Britannica.com. By the way, hold on. Shh. If you just go to Google and let's say you pick J.R. Tolkien and you just Google J.R. Tolkien, the first thing that's going to pop up is Wikipedia. Have you guys heard of Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Wikipedia is pretty good, but I don't want you to use Wikipedia because
It's not all facts.
it's not all facts, and people know how to hack in there and change facts. I'm not kidding. So it's not secure. So don't use Wikipedia.
Sometimes a dolphin grows legs and walks on land.
Maybe at the bottom, let's put that Wikipedia and then put a circle and a line through it.
How do you even spell that?
Wiki.
Wiki.
Wiki. Sounds like a rap. Wiki. Here's another one. Biography.com. I'm just giving you some options that I know are reliable. Guys, you know the internet, right? If you just Google something, sometimes there's pop-ups and it could get crazy. So check with your parents
Oh, I know.
before you just go to Google, all right?
Well, like,
If-
is there like a crazy amount of pop-up?
If you get, okay, so if you type in J.R. Tolkien and you don't pick Wikipedia, but you pick the next one, I don't know what it is, like famous people, hold on. I'm just making this up, but like famous people are us or something dumb like that, right? And you're like, oh, that sounds cool. And you click on it. And then all of a sudden you see this pop up that says lose weight in 24 hours, or something like that. There's this
Yeah.
big old heavy person that gets like super skinny. Don't go to that website because those ads that are crazy like that usually are indicating that it's not a reliable source. Okay. I'm trying to tell you, when you go to search,
Also, if they have ads, go to a different thing.
if they have weird ads like that, you shouldn't see ads. Like when you go to Britannica or Biography, you're not gonna see pop-ups. You might see stuff in the column. Sometimes that's just there because you're using Google. But check with your parents before you just search because the internet is crazy. So I want to make sure you guys are doing this safely. Other thing is sometimes like time.com, that's like a magazine, Time magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they want you to subscribe and they want you to pay like $25 a month or
And
something.
then your
Don't
personal information and then
subscribe.
we'll give you magazines.
If it asks you to
Alright.
subscribe, that's not going to be a good source.
Security number.
No,
Card number.
exactly.
Complete ID.
University links
There you go.
are safe. I'm just gonna put university links, so like universityofmichigan.com, you'll see if it pops up on your list. You know how when you Google, it'll give you a list of choices of links. Just read those before you just click on one. And sometimes like time.com, or the other one is New York Times. Now, we're not doing political stuff.
Well,
I'm just saying.
hold up.
Don't go there for political stuff, but you can go there for biographies on people that you're writing about. So NYTIMES is New York Times.
A good press.
New York Times is liberal. I will say it is a liberal site, so you don't want to like search for.
Trump.
No, your computer will blow up. I like Trump. We like Trump, right? We want Trump.
I like Biden.
I don't want to mention grandpa's a president.
No, thank you. Gosh, don't even get me started. Okay, If a site has a ton of pop-ups, I already told you about that. Oh, when you scroll to the bottom of a site, a lot of times you can tell who it's sponsored by, and that helps you know if it's reliable or not. If it's sponsored by Billy Bob, stay away from that. But I'm just saying. These are options. Now you only need to find 3, right? You only need 3. This is 1. So you really only need 2 more articles.
When do we start looking?
You're gonna bring these 3 sources to class next week.
Boom.
You don't have to do anything with them,
We have to
but you just
bring
have to
them.
bring them.
Have
Does that
them
mean
so
we
we
have to,
know it's.
So then the
Bring
next, yes. Listen, so when you go to like Britannica.com, you type in J.R. Tolkien. Do you guys know how to print?
Yes.
Print the article. I'm sure your parents know. If you don't know, question?
Comes out.
No, not YouTube.
What about epic.com?
Yeah, epic.com.
It's I think a lot of books in it. It's a good.
If you find good information, because you want to find like stuff we've been writing about, like early life and accomplishments and who this, have they won any awards and
Who's like the Dr. Seuss I can read book?
no, you're not going to do research paper on the book.
What we
But
did on
Dr. Seuss, you could. Dr. Seuss is cool.
actually a cat?
Yeah, no.
Hold up.
Yeah.
No. Wait, okay, I'm not in first grade. No. But he is a real author, so I don't know.
It's not his
That'd be
real
cool.
name.
He's not what?
Not his real name.
That one.
Yeah, what is his real name?
I don't know.
I can't
This is
remember.
no, it's not
It's-
that.
I can't remember, it's something.
It's
strange.
Seuss though is in there, isn't it?
George Seuss.
So your homework, you have 2 parts to your homework. You're writing your first paragraph of Amelia Earhart, right? And you're gonna find 3 sources to bring next week, and one of them has to be a book. So I'm gonna message.
Bringing a book.
Oh my gosh,
That would be this
I'm
fast.
confused.
you don't have to read the book, just
We just
get
have
the
to
book,
bring it.
bring it,
But we have
Oh,
to get
right,
it.
guys, we don't
Bring it.
Oh,
Guys, we have to
okay.
find it like right now.
Wait, so
bring it.
does it matter what type of books we bring, or can we just bring any type of book?
Are you serious? You're picking your person first.
Already now.
She's like, did she have sugar for lunch or something?
Marshmallow?
Because I'm like worried about this one right here. Pick a person.
Finding her some night drugs.
At the very bottom, I want you to put a star. Bring 3 sources to class next week. Yes, it has to be 3, my gosh. Next week is gonna be 4 what? Let me look.
Wait, 3?
Sorry, I'm
sorry.
That'll be the 22nd.
It'll be the
Too many questions. What was your question?
I can pay her to show you the.
No, you're gonna print it. You're gonna print it at home and bring the paper.
What's next week's date?
4/22.
Oh, you were right, Audrey.
24.
So fun.
Print
Print the websites, bring a book.
articles, bring 1 book. That makes 3.
Let's go.
Print. I just gave you a lot of choices because I want you to pick the one that has the best looking article. You're gonna skim it. You're looking for early life, accomplishments, awards. What did they do? What made them famous? Okay, check for those things. And you don't have to go to all of these. These are just ideas. You guys understand? 1 book, 2 articles, printed, stapled.
What? Staples.
Okay.
Don't like
Because usually they're like 6 or 7 pages, so keep it, staple it together.
Okay.
Yes. All of it.
We had to break the guy museum.
No, Asia,
It's really sad though.
you're getting your braces on the same day? In the morning? Oh, well, it depends. If you're dying, you can stay home and die.
Why is mom
But
allowed?
I don't want anybody dying here.
They'll be fine.
No, you'll be okay, but
Yeah,
it's okay.
I will.
It's up to your mom. She's the one in charge, so I know. We won't make you talk. How about that? We'll let you just.
You're having your teacher tell your mom that you're sick. So
I didn't say no, if you're in pain, I won't make you talk. How about that? But you probably will need to be here. She's gonna get braces, so that's what it's like. She's getting braces and you're getting yours off. like opposite.
What if our like birthday was on that?
Oh my gosh. He's
So then
the what if guy, the what if
Then
guy.
you can spend it with all of us.
All right,
Best
that's
birthday
it.
ever.
One paragraph of Amelia Earhart and then bringing in 3 sources and I'll message your parents about that so they know. Oh my gosh,
I think
Oliver.
that's spelled stable.
What now?
What if it's an online book and we had to bring our laptop? Would that be allowed?
If it's an online book, print
We
it.
use all-
Print out the whole- What if our printer's not working?
Oh my.
Then go somewhere else.
What if our?
Bring your laptop if you're having that much trouble. Do you want to, I mean, okay,
We're
Miles.
gonna,
What happens
are we
if
gonna
Hold on, hold on.
bring our Amelia Earhart
What?
thing, or are we going to turn it in?
You're gonna turn it in on Google
And
Classroom
also,
The
fix
paragraph.
Graham.
and fix it grammar. Yes, correct. Asia,
That's mine.
what if the purge? Oh my gosh.
What if,
Well, then we won't need this class anymore.
what?
Wait, what happens if what?
The purge happens. Isn't
what
that a
if my
movie?
house got drone
I haven't
strike?
seen it.
What if aliens came? You should see it.
You can still get here.
Rapture happens.
Well, then we can.
Oh, yes, that would be the best.
There's
Then we can just celebrate heaven, right?
Sure.
No grammar. Woohoo.
Yeah, we know like all grammar, so we wouldn't need it.
We-
I wonder what language it will be.
Wait,
Well,
what?
Yeah.
Probably God